Hey, what's up, everyone? Got a pretty interesting brew today. I'm doing a Jim Davis's Mog Monday challenge tomorrow, and I'm representing the Death Shadow archetype. And one of the matches we're playing is Historic, but obviously Death Shadow isn't actually legal in Historic, so I was tasked with coming up with a Death Shadow-like deck for the format. The best way to do that is obviously Scourge of the Skyclaves. So I sort of took the red-black Arcanist shell, and I've been tweaking and tweaking. I've actually played a decent amount of matches before getting to this iteration of the deck. Basically been tweaking it to keep like the same core of same core of the engine, but you have to tweak it in order to get an early damage in order to enable the Scourge of the Skyclaves. After trying to add a bunch of different stuff, this is kind of the shell I like the best. It's pretty good at playing like a decent long game. You can cheese people out really quick with these. The Bloodsky Berserker is something I just started trying. I've actually been super impressed with it. I had to cut the Young Pyromancers and like the Village Rites package that goes along with it. I was trying out some other stuff like Dreadhorde Butcher to still keep the Village Rites stuff, but it was just a little too inconsistent. Overall, I actually think this deck definitely has some merit to it, though. Also, you notice we're splashing white. I did this because I kind of wanted to play off-color shock lands anyway. Because you need to play lands that deal yourself damage for matchups where they don't deal you damage, so that you can play a big Scourge of the Skyclaves early. And you could play like more Agadeem's Awakening or Shatterskull Smashing, but then if you do that, it's really hard to make Dragonskull Summit work in the mana base. And if you're not playing Dragonskull Summit, the mana definitely gets a little bit dicey. So I decided to go with playing off-color shock lands. Settled on white, figured it's the best color to splash, because I'm not too interested in too many off-color cards. White's the best color to splash because lets you play Sacred Foundry, and then now your red land also casts Lurrus, which is a pretty big deal. And like, when you have like 5 lands, you need triple black to Lurrus and bring back a black card. It can be kind of tough. So I've been pretty happy with that. And with the white, gives you some new additions to the sideboard. As I went with Disenchant. For anyone who has played the red-black Arcanist deck, I'm sure you all are well aware of how punishing graveyard hate can be. Like Grafdigger's Cage, Leyline of the Void, and Rest in Peace are all pretty damaging to your game plan. Like, it's really hard to do any, like when you're relying on Kroxa and Dreadhorde Arcanist to actually do stuff. So Disenchant, just nice clean answer in those matchups. Mostly like against like blue-eye control, where they have like Rest in Peace and Grafdigger's Cage. This deck's also a little bit better just because you have like an aggro plan too. Then the other white card is Tocatli Honor Guard. Really good against the company decks, good against Goblin, works well in the deck because it's a sideboard card. They can even like dig for a Supplier, get back with Claim. What I really like too is in a lot of the matchups you bring it in. Also like there's the white mono white life gain decks too. I actually play against them a bunch, and those are really annoying. It's great there, and those are really annoying too because it really messes up your Scourge plan. But like I was saying, with the good thing about the Honor Guards is for the matchups you want, a lot of times they'll have Graveyard Hate too, and what's nice about that is it lets you play your Kroxas around Graveyard Hate. Like when you play it doesn't trigger, so they just stay in play. So that's actually been really nice, because it's really annoying when they have like a cage and you just flooding out on Kroxas and 2 mana, discarded cards aren't particularly good. So, but 2 mana 6/6s are incredibly good that still have the trigger on the attacks. So I've actually been doing a decent amount of winning with this list. Like I said, tried a bunch of different versions. This is the one I'm going to be playing tomorrow. Oh yeah, you can... this video will probably come out in the morning before I do it, but at 12 p.m. Eastern time, tomorrow, Monday, March 1st, I'm playing Jim Davis's, the Mog Monday Challenge. That's when we're shooting it. So it'll be streamed on my Twitch at twitch.tv/thebetterjustsup. You can also find it on his Twitch. So let's hop into it. Let's get into the deck. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Historic, Legacy, and Standard. So, I mean, Modern, not Standard. No Death Shadow or Goblins in Standard. Sounds great. Keep. I think the Arcanist deck is a little bit better, but this deck actually, I want to keep working on it. Hopefully we can see some games where you can see how powerful it can actually be. This game already looking great for us. Not too sure what they're on, but Go for Thoughtseize. I'm not too sure what's up here. I feel like they're gonna have something to interact with this. Winds of Rebuke on, sure. And the mill's just good for us. Really surprised they would hit the Bomat over their mono blue mill. Interesting. Alright, so we get two Thoughtseizes here. What are we taking? This is 8 cards, this is 8 cards. Might just take these two. Like these only mill 8, that's not that big a deal. We can answer this with shock, attack, shock. Definitely want to take Into the Story too, so. Like if they just fire these off, it just like gives us more potential looks at Thoughtseize and stuff. This one I feel like is annoying. Lands would be nice just because it means we get a free Kroxa at some point, but alright, mill another Thoughtseize, don't need to see it. Even if they mill us for like 16 here, we nab one of their last cards. We'll basically require like Into the Story to lose. Got anything good yet? Alright, our options are limited. I guess I'll hold this. I don't think the... I guess the one could make a difference if we don't hit anything else. 35, yeah, I'm just gonna play it. We have 35 cards still. Even if they bland do this, it's still 10, it mills 20. We have 12 cards left. They have 1 draw step. I don't really think we can lose. No, like Visions of Beyond in this format. Do we have lethal? Bloodsky Berserker, flashback, that's 5/9, and then shock, 10? Yeah. Nice little combo I like about this card. It's gets through 5 damage, menace right away. Not too sure what I should board out. I guess I can board out Suppliers. They're doing the work for me. I don't really need these either. Just they'll probably have a cage. I guess I'll just overboard for like cage. I'm gonna keep. We need a way to deal them some damage. Their mono blue deck seems like they're all islands. They're not doing it themselves. So. That hopefully does it. It's nice when they discard a land to Kroxa to turn on the Skyclave. I guess I'll hit like the problematic stuff, like the permanents. Like again, I really don't care if they fire this off. They got it. Ooh, Arcanist. What do we know? I was gonna Thoughtseize here. I can wait on the Arcanist. Like if they play the creature or the enchantment, it's a little annoying on both of them. Yeah, again, I'm just gonna hit their spells. If they hit us for 8, that's fine. It's like the recursive mills that cause issues. Or this if they have 6 lands, but... Still have 34 cards left. Hopefully draw a land, then we can do like this next turn. Possibly I should have Kroxa'd there. Kind of wanted to get in the safety one. Yeah, we'll just get this going, because then next turn we can Kroxa to get this into a 5. And I'll turn into what, a 10? Yeah. If they had a spell that they're holding, could Duress Kroxa, so. It's a good part about this deck is you turn the corner really quick. It is sort of like regular Shadow in that regard, where like once you have a big thing, it's sort of just you run away with the game. At 6, we got a 12/12. Alright, destroy mono blue, Bill. Deck is obviously unbeatable. I've literally never played a less close match in my life. Only match that's about to be less close is my match versus Jim tomorrow. I'll keep. Not the best hand, but does some stuff. Scourge of the Skyclaves activated. I'll throw out the trade on this. They don't take it, it's an extra point of damage. They do, some more fuel, potentially get some stuff going. I think I want to hit the Reckless Rage. A showdown could be an issue at some point, but my plan is to win this game with Lurrus and Arcanist right now, so might as well take away the thing that impedes that. Ooh, alright. Not the end of the world, though. If they do that, that's their turn. We get to get in with these. Got another card under the Bomat. Alright, they take the Bomat. That makes sense. Hopefully punish them, draw a removal spell of sorts here. We'll take a shock just to finish this off. We prefer Bloodchief's Thirst. Land. I'm gonna play the Lurrus. No, I guess I shouldn't. They can bounce it. I get a 3/3 that way, but I don't think I'm happy with that exchange. I think I need to get more value out of this. I'll pass. One bad thing is, Supplier is a little noticeably worse without Village Rights. It's a nice interaction. I really tried to make it work in the deck, but I just couldn't. Skyclave really wants you to play like Bomat Courier too, but and it just gets really awkward in like your Bomat Courier Village Rights deck. Alright, fortunately their showdown sucked, so. Alright, whatever, Jim. A little awkward beginning life, but I'm confident they'll deal it back to us at some point before Scourge matters. Really just need to draw like a Bloodchief's Thirst. Getting like double removal spell here would be nice. The God One goes. Like God's One goes away on our turn, so. Tried Crash Through too, and try to list with Soul Scars and Crash Through, but it was a little too weak. You need like the Kroxa, you need the heavy hitters. There's not enough room for like all that with Supplier and Kroxas too. Alright, not the end of the world, we have the Awakening. Alright, we hit the... How do we want to do this? Hmm. Go to kill it, they have like a bounce spell. Could hit the Supplier too. I was thinking about that, then attack, hit this on that, but I'm just gonna do this and see what happens. They go to save it, that's fine. If they have an action, alright, they have God's Willing. Thinking if I want to attack or not. I can just get it back off the Awakening. So, let's see what they do. I'd love to find a Kroxa. At least on next turn. If they waste their whole turn like Shepherd Showdown here, that really isn't that big a deal. You just kill it. They're gonna Showdown. It's an interesting order to do it. Play the land. I think they maybe want to wait it. Should have waited. I think they kind of, yeah, priced into doing other stuff now. Tony can't even have a protection spell up, so. We're gonna attack. We'll thirst the 6/6. They'll block the Arcanist, and then we'll just Lurrus back the Arcanist and Lurrus. I mean, Awakening back the Arcanist and Lurrus. Nice thing here is even like Reckless Rage doesn't kill the Lurrus. Because they don't have. Alright. That's fine. Shock would be a fantastic draw. Would still be a good one. Wow. Alright, would be insane still. Yeah, hope we don't lose. We have a lot of good draws. Flooding out obviously pretty hard. Play 22 mana sources, which on 3, 6, 8, 10. Run half them. Our top 19 cards. Yeah, that was a good showdown. Shock, still a great draw. I'll double block here, I think. Yeah, but just still. Alright, gonna scoop it up here. Kind of annoying, just flooded out pretty bad. I haven't had too many issues with that too. The deck's pretty good at going long. We really just lots of lands. Definitely board in the removal. Probably good to kill Showdown at the very least. That was a little clunky. I don't think I want extra discard. This. Not super sold. Not too sure how I would board in this matchup. I'm just gonna try and kill all their stuff. Keep. Sand is good at killing stuff. Lack of village rights was a little bit noticeable in the last game, but hard to say. We just didn't really draw much. It's gonna happen, obviously. Get him. Scourge is on. Yeah, like in the last game, we just didn't draw any Scourges or anything, like or Kroxa. Ways to actually kill them. Sort of awkward sometimes, Bomat Courier with Lurrus, where they're good together, but also... Like, I wasn't going to pass not putting in my hand here, but now it could get tricky where I don't want to discard it. Double shock or shock this and push. What a double shock. And they have the protection spell up here, I guess, or Reckless Rage. What do we do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hope they go for something end of turn. Then we'll crack the. We'll push, hold priority, crack the Bomat. Just hope they go for it. I'm thinking about something. Like Reckless Rage, Defiant Strike. Go it. Do something. Alright, they didn't do anything. That's something though. I feel like I should do it now while they're tapped out. Sucks to lose the Lurrus, but we have to kill this. We have 4 cards awaiting. Not bad. Not bad. Why is my clock so fiery orange? Do that this turn. Next time we can Thoughtseize Kroxa. Because you're gonna eat one of these, but that's fine. What you trying to do? Hit Supplier makes me think they're gonna baffling on this. Would make sense. Okay, that works too. Oh, it gets a counter. That's kind of nice. I think they forgot it got a counter too, the way they did that with like the trigger on the stack. I think they thought they were getting rid of it. Alright, they're gonna have no hand now to our Kroxa. Typically a good spot to be in. Three black, 23 red. One land, two land, three land. Drop. Thoughtseize. That's a good draw. Not what we want to do now, but we'll attack first. Good one. Don't have another Kroxa in the yard to kill him with, but got another 14 power to the board. They do have Cage. Good to know about. Good to know about that one too. Hey, Cage. This kills a Feather too. I was afraid it was gonna be a little too clunky, and I still kind of think it is, but. We already have 4 answers to Cage though. But killing Feather is important. Wish I had some Noxious Grasp. On the draw, I can maybe get rid of one of these. Or Bomat even. Battlefield triggers, the only one that have his Apparition. I don't think worth bringing the Honor Guard. I do love some G's with this though. Alright, game 3. It's kind of hoping to play against real decks. I was playing against real decks before I started recording. No, I was doing good. I felt like the deck's good. That sounds good though. The feather, if they play this next turn, we can go like this. Then the next turn we can Thoughtseize the showdown, play the Arcanist. Interesting. Do this, they play this, we can Bloodchief, Duress, Arcanist. Could leave up the shock, but it's a little risky. Like if they just untap and then have that with something else. I don't want to lose the Arcanist for no reason. It seems like it's going to be good here. You got it. Thank you. The fuck is this? Is it a card they play? Why would they play this card? It's got to be like sideboard something, but I'm not trying to insult their opponent's tech here, but it's 2-mana 0-4. Why, bro? Why are you playing a 2-mana 0-4? Go for Thoughtseize, I guess. See, like that's good, but like this card's good. These cards are all fine. I mean, here I am though. I'm getting blocked by it. At 7, could get cheesed out. We got to be a little careful. Even 1-mana spell is gonna leave Bedevil in case we have like a fame. Seems like it could be relevant to me. All right, let's back in it quick. Attack, push, they go 9, 10, or whatever, thirst, 9, 10, 7. And I don't think I need to hit this with anything. You got a treasure. I feel like our opponent just like lost it. They were playing like an aggro deck and limited once, and they lost this card, and they're like, "Wow, that's what I need for my constructed deck." I'm about to lose because this is one I'm ripping on that card. I'm definitely about to lose because they had 1 mana there. Go for Baffling End. We'll just hit the Baffling End. We've lethal with the shock. Alright, so as you can see, deck is literally unbeatable. We beat Mono Blue Meal, we beat Red White 04 Wall. So, you know, we got all the major archetypes covered. Aside from that, deck feels like it's like playing smooth though, which is kind of what you're playing matches like these to figure out. It's in like the initial tuning phase. Just sort of want to see your deck functions and like actually has a game plan it can carry out. Must be nice. It really is. Mulligan. Your spells. You just don't do anything though. Or mana sources, a lot of mana sources. Might be greedy, but I think I'm gonna ship this one. So slow. Much better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep, I guess. Nope, I draw a land. Probably pitch a Scourge. Should pitch the Kroxa. Yeah, I might just pitch the Kroxa. I might pitch the Kroxa. This is just my plan this game. Alright, they're online. We just gotta draw a second land. This is the matchup. This is the first time I'm playing it. This is the matchup. It's goblins. Alright, terrible showing. My hand sucks. The Bloodchief's there. Shock and kill their 3-drops. We're nowhere near Revolt. Come on, this is the one matchup we can't lose. Come on, let me just draw a shock line off the top. I'm gonna start playing 3/3s, and then they're gonna be 9/9s, and then they're gonna be 15/15s. Alright, I feel incredibly dead. I predict 0 goblins. That's not 0. Alright. I got us. That's my plan here. These are good. Bomat's a little hard to get through. I like 2 of these to buy back the honor guards though. So like actually really matters here. Board out one Skyclave because we board out the couriers. Alright, let's go. Alright, thank you. Not good, but Tocatli honor guard, please. I lose this person, I'm about to friend them and challenge them again. Gotta get my reps in. Whatever, as long as I don't lose to Jim. Fantastic pickup. Ooh, so good. I'm so talented. Literally just oozing with talent. I concede. Yeah, alright, these have been two very close competitive games. That handicap was so mediocre. It turned out so good. I literally just ripped Arcanist into Thoughtseize. See that, Jim? That's what you're in store for later. At the end of the day, it just comes down to the more talented person's gonna win. I don't know if you can tell by watching that. I'm quite talented. Keep. Maybe just mulligan the Honor Guard because it seems so good here, but that's kind of lame. Gonna hit the Matron. I don't want them to get a ringleader. I can deal with all this other stuff pretty easy. Matron also gets Muxus too, but I'm more worried about ringleader in like this situation. Alright, hopefully they don't have a goblin on top here. That's good. Alright, never punished. Super talented. Hashtag blessed. Yeah, we're going to 9 here. Could use a Skyclave or something, but we're gonna clean up the board. Probably just do both these next turn. Alright, they don't. It's gotta be another land or a Muxus. If it was Muxus though, they would have played this in the play tapped, I think, but we can go to 7. Because I can Thoughtseize this and then Kroxa, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I can Thoughtseize that and then Kroxa away the land. Now they're on having to top deck land into... Yeah. See that? See that? Fuck you, Jim. No, just kidding. Jim Davis actually wanted. Very good friend of mine. Traveled literally around the world with them for like 5 years, but I'm also going to push the shit in, so... Alright, we're running so fast. It's 3 matches in 50 minutes. I can normally only get 3 matches in a video, but I didn't even get 5. This will probably be my last one. But... should end on that though. Nice little 3-0 deck's unbeatable. Beat goblins. Didn't even have to draw my honor guards. I really hope I don't draw them against Jim too, because I know he's going to complain about them, but they're actually just very good in the deck. Wonder what our opponent's playing. Got any guesses? On Gruul, not what I was expecting. Block. Do it. It's going to be online if you don't block. This card's actually really good against Gruul. I think the Gruul matchups, almost be a reason to maybe play this version over the other one, is like the Gruul matchup with the other one can be a little iffy. I actually like the Gruul matchup with this, because just literally just because Scourge of the Skyclaves so fucking good against them. They're really thinking about this one. I hope they're still there. The dinosaurs. Alright, I actually was expecting that one. The Dreadhorde 1/2. The Natural Predator of Bomat Courier. Probably gonna Arcanist here. Hopefully to spell off the Supplier on the next turn. I suspect there's like a Regisaur Alpha coming out next turn. That would actually be quite annoying. Love to hit a Thoughtseize here. If I could just knock out their hand. Never lucky. I wasted all my talent in the last match. Alright, a Skyclave will always be threatening. I do love when you power this up by just like using this with claims as lava spikes. Don't want to this and this. Yeah, it seems better. Get this going immediately. Now they're Gulta. Is that close to coming down? So it's 10 because of that and 7 because of the power of 5. No, they were still 2 away. They could have like double dinosaur though, because like the cost reduction, then like the power reduction. They'd really like a decent dinosaur. They could have went dinosaur and Gulta. That would have been annoying. No attacks. Her deck's pretty weird. We found the weakness. It's Odapek Huntmaster. So one guy tried O4s, but now it's the real answer is obviously 1/2s. Do I want to trade? Let's do this. I could do this and just trade the Arcanist. Not doing anything. Draw a spell though, it's good. I might just, honestly, I might just fill my yard. I could really use a spell off this. I'll take 2. Just cause the Trumpet Trampler. Thoughtseize not quite what I was looking to mill. Guess I just Kroxa. Game's good. Really hate whenever I have this in play and I do something where I don't trigger it, but Kroxa's a good enough reason. Just gotta dodge Gulta, I guess. Opponent thinking very hard about giving the dinosaur haste on turn. The goose. Goose is loose. Not bad draws. We got another Skyclave here. Got 2 9/9s in play. Typical red-green, I'm sure you can sort of see how I meant how good Scourge tends to be against the red-green decks. My very methodical dinosaur sideboard. It's very, very thought out. I guess it's because the new season just started a couple hours ago. That's why I'm playing against all these wonky decks. People just messing around. Boxer Bomat is otherwise nuisance to our Skyclaves too, giving them way to gain life. Don't want them to ramp. Ah, they baited me. They kept a good one the whole time. These aren't dinosaurs. This one is. I guess I should get to work on these Vine Mares. Not sure if you people are aware, but Vine Mare, popularized by your boy. Before, when this set first came out, I played a mono green deck. Grixis, Nicol Bolas came out in the same set. Everyone was playing Grixis. I decided to throw 4 of these in the deck. Was absolutely tearing up Magic Online. Went on like a 20-win streak, hit a 2,000 rating, tweeted about it, wrote an article on SCG. Top 8 at the Open that weekend. Off the back of Vine Mare. Very underplayed card. No, it was actually just good for that specific format. It's an annoying card. And that's why I'll take it. That was like, I think my 4th straight consecutive week 1 Open top 8. I'd won the 2 individual Opens, and my team, the next 2 I played, we top 8 it. That's how I sort of started becoming known as the week 1 guy. Always had a good deck in new formats. Got a lot of suppliers. Which kind of sucks against their Vine Mare and their questing beast. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna get rolled this game. Our draw does not line up well against theirs. While we're getting thrashed, I can brag about myself more. So you guys know I've won 2 Opens, I've won an Invitational, several PTQs. Got like 15 SCG Open top 8s. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm super dead. Start digging for Kroxa. Alright, we play 4 suppliers and we have drawn a Kroxa. I'm calling, can't throw this way, we're probably gonna need to chump the Vine Mare at some point. Draw, them drawing a land next turn would be really bad. If we get Carnage Tyrant, that's way worse than getting Vine Mared. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, alright. Give it haste, we're like dead. Yeah, even if we get Kroxa. Even though we'd actually put it into play next turn too. We don't have like village rights to draw it, mill it, and draw land. Alright, so that wasn't close. Port some Thoughtseize back in. Be a rough way to go out if winning a bunch and we got the dinosaurs. Though it looks like they have a pretty good sideboard plan against us. The Questing Beasts, the Vine Mares, the Carnage Tyrants could all cause some issues. Conquered Mill. We conquered Red White 04 wall. We beat goblins in our warm-up match. Can't beat the dinosaurs. Keep. Actually, keep. Get rid of the land, I guess. Going deep in the tank. Whoa. Anybody on? Hello. Unfortunately, I don't really have too many more accomplishments. I already bragged about them all, so I don't really know what else to talk about. And then in this downtime. This will be anticlimactic finish. Was actually looking forward to battling against some dinos. We have a good hand. I feel pretty good about we would have took this one though. So I'm just gonna count it as a win. Alright, they keep. Nice. It seemed like it was maybe an auto keep. Is that how this works? Yeah, they ain't there. No one's home. How you all been? What's going on with you? Playing any cool decks recently? Watching any good movies? Any good books? You just start listing facts about why Jim sucks. He's a grown man who I've been to over 300 restaurants with, and he only orders chicken parm and plain hamburgers. He was the captain of his walk-on college hockey team, but only in like morale. He scored like 3 goals in his like 6-7 years he spent in college. But he had good morale. I'll give him that. He has good morale. He tries very hard. Where he lacks in talent, he tries very hard. But as I said earlier, Magic really comes down to talent. So All right, so deck seems good. I actually genuinely like it. We unfortunately played some fake archetypes, had like the mishap of the game at the end, but the deck's good. I think it's real. It needs some maybe a little bit more tweaking, but I do genuinely like it. If you like playing it's a lot of fun to play too. If you like playing shadow decks, you can definitely pretty easily hit Mythic with this, I think. I don't think it would take me very long at all. I've just played like 7 games so far in the new ladder. I lost 1. Deck seems real. I like it a lot. But anyway, like I said, I'm either going to put this out either the night before. It's the night before right now. I'll either put it out in a little bit or in the morning. Check out the challenge I'm doing with Jim tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. So just talk to him too. We're gonna do a little post-game analysis. He's gonna give it as like bonus content to subs. I'm gonna post it on my Patreon. I'll link that in the description, where we're gonna review our games, interesting turns, sort of go through our thought process with each other. So that should be fun. You can check that out on my Patreon. Then been streaming it'll be on my Twitch. I've actually been streaming a lot. I'm gonna try to keep it going. Stream most days during the week. I'll put that in the description. That's twitch.tv/thebetterjessup. Follow my Twitter, which is the same thing, twitter.com/thebetterjessup. And my Patreon is AndyJMTG. So thanks for watching, everyone.